Good morning or good afternoon, Facebook Live. This is Kendra Woods, your empowerment and clarity coach, empowerment speaker and clarity coach, I should say. So I wanted to come to you today and just share an insight with you that came to me this morning. As you all know, I published my 7-step morning manifestation routine, and it's the same routine that I follow. So I published it and I offer it as a free resource for all of you out there who are looking to really shift your mindset to begin taking inspired action in creating the life that you want and getting your mind to a place that is healthy so that you can begin making the changes you want to make in life. And when I say a healthy mind, what I mean is you're putting good, nurturing thoughts and actions and practices in place to nurture your mind. Because all success and all change in life begins with your mind. If you if your mind isn't right, if your mind's not in a good place, if your thoughts aren't good, if the words that you're speaking aren't good, then you're not going to begin to reap the positive and beautiful things that you want in your life. And so I just want to share something with you today that came to me as a part of me doing my morning routine. And that's something that I promise that when you do this routine that you will begin to gain some clarity in your thinking. You'll figure out answers to problems. Excuse me, I had a pop up. You'll figure out answers to problems, and you'll begin to get really clear on the steps you need to take to get where you want to be. And that is the whole purpose of having a morning routine, is for you to get focused and to be productive and to really start then creating some change for your life. So this morning, I was in my prayer time and in meditation, and something came to me that I want to share with you today, and it's about the words that we use in our life today and really thinking about the words we use. So I was in my time and I'm in my meditation, and thoughts are coming to me, and God is speaking to me, and something really amazing occurred that I want to share. And so I'm just going to read you part of my journal entry that I did today to kind of get this started. So what I said: insights after meditation. Life is easy. I can relate to people from a place of happiness. Coming from a place of fear or scarcity is not necessary to be able to relate to someone. I'm going to read that again. Life is easy. I can relate to people from a place of happiness. Coming from a place of fear or scarcity is not necessary. And so what occurred to me is that in those moments when I'm feeling frustrated, when I'm feeling angry, when I'm feeling disappointed, when I'm feeling impatient, whether it be with myself or with my family or my daughter, what I realized in that moment is that those feelings come from a place of fear, period. And so when I'm operating in the space of fear, I can't show up for myself or for my family in a way that is loving and that is nurturing for them and for myself, right? So that then made me think a little bit more about what kind of thoughts do I have? How was my mind conditioned when I was younger, and how is that now affecting me now? And what I will say is when we grow up and we're in the care of our parents and grandparents, whoever it may be, they are raising us the best way they know how to at that time, right? So they're raising us up in a way that they know how to and what they have experienced. And a lot of that comes from how they were raised. We carry that forward. And so we all have it. We all have those conditioned, things that we do that aren't necessarily good for us, but that it is what it is, right? So that got me to thinking, what conditionings do I have about myself and about life? And for me, I've always thought that life had to be hard in order to mean something. Okay? That you have to go through all this turmoil and go through all these disappointments and go through, all these different troublesome times in your life to be able to say, yep, I'm strong, I got this, and I'm living my life. And that was a badge of honor to say that you got through that. And not saying that going through the hard times in life aren't commendable, because they are. And we're all going to have hard times in life. They're going to come. But what I'm saying is, how do you view that? Do you view it as, oh God, this is so hard, and this is challenging for me, I don't know if I can get through this? Or are you looking at it from a place of, what, life is easy. Life is easy. Okay? And I can find ways to get myself to a better place. But what I've learned is, if you don't have that mindset, then you aren't able to take yourself on that journey to figure out what that thing is to get you to that better place. So if you're perpetually saying, life is hard, this sucks, I don't like it, why can't life be easier? Then you're not opening that door of creativity in your mind to help you come up with a different way to live your life to get you out of what you're currently in, right? And so that really occurred to me today, and I said, you know what? I'm going to come from a place of life being easy. And that's what I wrote here in my journal, that today I am choosing to change that thought pattern for myself and for my daughter. Life is easy. Life is happiness. Life is meant to be enjoyed, to have laughter and to have fun, even during the times when maybe things aren't going the way you want them to, or when you have to put in some additional work for something. You can still enjoy it. Okay? And so that brings me to my next topic that I want to talk about when we talk about work and we talk about hard work. And in the field or industry or whatever you want to call it of entrepreneurship, you hear that a lot. You have to work hard to get what you want. You have to work hard to build your business. You have to work hard to find clients and to find customers. You have to work hard. So then that got me to thinking too. I'm like, why does work have to be hard? Why can't work just be what it is? Work, right? And when we're saying work is hard, we're telling our mind that when we go to work, it has to be hard, right? And so our minds are logical. Our brain is there only to be logical. It's not there to be any other way. So it's looking for A plus B equals C. It has to make sense. So if you're constantly saying work is hard, then you're going to start then creating the environment and the projects and everything that in your mind seems hard. So let me break this down for you. So let's talk about what the definition of hard is. Hard means resistance to pressure, not easily broken, inflexible, stiff, and unyielding. That's the definition of what hard means. The definition of work is activity involving mental or physical effort done in order to achieve a purpose or result. That's all it is. It's an activity that involves either your mental capacity or your physical body or effort done in order to achieve a purpose or result. So why then would you want to then put the word hard behind that and say work hard? Because then you're saying my work's going to be resistant to pressure. My work that I'm doing is not going to be easy for me to do to get to that next level. The work that I do is inflexible. The work that I do is stiff. The work that I do is unyielding, right? So just think about that and meditate on that for a little while. And we wonder while we go around every day feeling distressed out and broken down and discouraged, and because it's what we keep telling ourselves is, oh man, I worked hard today. I worked hard today. Today was a hard day. I worked hard. I worked hard. I worked hard. And that's all we say to ourselves. And that's what we then begin to create. So my purpose for this video today is just to encourage you to start really paying attention to the words that come out of your mouth. All right. And this is something that I have to work on myself every single day, paying attention to what I'm saying. And so I'm so grateful that in my quiet time today, or in my morning routine that I had today, that this came to me. And these are the kind of insights that come to you when you have your morning routine and you follow your 7-step morning manifestation guidebook that I created for you. And you don't get this by simply going through life on autopilot. You don't get it. Okay. So begin to think of life a little bit different. Begin to think of life as something that should be enjoyed. That life is something that's not hard but easy. Begin to think about where you want to be in your life as not as not taking you hard work to get there, but just simply taking work for you to get there. Okay? So as you practice on not saying, hard work or life is hard and this, that, and the other, I'm going to be doing the same thing. Okay? And this also goes in play with all areas in our life. So money, for instance, if you grew up in a household where your parents worked many, many hours a week, and you saw them coming home tired, they would say things to you like, money doesn't grow on trees, money doesn't come by easily, whatever what that was said to you that gave you then that impression that in order to make money, you had to go out there and stress yourself out, okay, and come home stressed out, frustrated, impatient. If that is maybe what was seen when you were younger, not saying that was wrong, but let's say that's what you've seen, then the message you received is that, you know what? I'm going to have to work really, really hard in order to make this money. And then you end up going out there working hard, okay, to make money, and then making money that you feel like is not good enough for the effort you're putting out. Okay? So just change your mindset. I challenge you to do that. Change your beliefs in what you've been believing your whole life. I challenge you to change them. Change just one and see what happens and what begins to open up for you. All right? So that's a part of growth. When you can open your mind up to other ways of thinking, then it starts opening up doors and avenues and paths in front of you that you never even thought could happen. And when you begin to do that, you begin to experience some wonderful insights and some wonderful moments that just make you go, oh my gosh. You get those aha moments. You get that light bulb that goes off. And that's amazing. So my promise that I made to myself in my journal is to present from a place of love and happiness. Now, I'm not saying that every single day I'm going to walk around in love and happiness. But what I am going to say is I will be very much aware of when I slip back into that place of fear where I'm agitated or impatient or upset with something. I'm going to recognize it and I'm going to change it immediately. And doing that over and over and over and over and over again, for doing that repetition and recognizing the negative thoughts and recognizing the negative words that you're saying and then immediately changing it, begins to recondition you to being that loving and happy person every single day of your life. Because it is possible, believe it or not, it is possible. So anyways, I'm going to let you go on that note. If you have not downloaded my 7-step morning manifestation routine guidebook, I strongly urge you that you do download it. There have been hundreds of women already that have downloaded that guidebook, who have started using it and who are starting their morning routines. And it's given them a sense of structure and time for themselves to really have these types of thoughts and insights. And so I encourage you to do the same. And after I'm done with this video, I'll put it in the link to this video so you can go and download it yourself and then share with me the journey you're having and what insights come to you. So I hope this video served you well. And if anything, out of all what I said, if you just get the one thing, that your words are powerful and to be very careful about what you say and how you say it, then my job is done. So I wish you all the best. I wish you a great day and be blessed. Bye bye for now.